Well, it's almost the end of the year, and I did promise Adco that we'd do a quick video on the screen coder that we use. They call it the Teecoater, we call it the Fluminator for other reasons. So I thought I'd do that now and just get that up online. So we kind of keep our machine in the corner, so it's not exactly the greatest space to get into, but you can see the unit there. We use a little air compressor, nothing particularly special, but it works fine. And it's the Adco Teecoat. We decided to use an Australian company in the end. We did look at 4 or 5 different coders, including the Anatole and the Grundig, Shindig, whatever they're called. And we decided to support local, mostly because it's a very cool bit of engineering, and Adco have been at this for a very long time. I like this machine. It's so easy to use, and yeah, it takes about 5 minutes at the most to learn how to use it. I also really like it because it's got an LED system which you can run manually. You can see all the different things you can do with that. Run the carriage up, home it, move it to the starting position, change the speed of the actual coders as they move up. It's got lots of really nice sensors on it which work really well, and they're very easy to adjust. We've had to adjust a couple of these for the height of our screens. And you can run it manually, you can run it in auto, and once you've basically got it locked in, it's very easy. So you can see on this one we're running it at a carriage speed of 20. We're just going to do 1 coat on the front and 1 at the rear, but you could add that, you could put that 2, 3, 5, whatever, and change that one. So you might have 1 on the rear and 2 on the front, so that the emulsion drops down and when you lay the screens out. And there's a foot pedal for the compressed air to lock the screens in, and there's a start button here. There's obviously a panic button there, and there's a sensor down here that runs through in case anything kind of runs into this. It's really robust. We found it to work really well every time. You can see the scoop coder here. I'll just move this one out so we can see it a bit more. Very easy to take out and clean. I found this edge beautiful, nice bold edge. These are pretty heavy, and obviously there's one for the front. It's a bit difficult to do one-handed. One for the front and one for the back. Don't want to mix those up, but so easy to add these in and to lock them in finger tight. Yeah, so that's a quick overview of it. Some nice clamps here. Let's actually get this in action. Here's the foot pedal. See the clamps moving in. Right, I'll turn to my trusty assistant. We use Yolano QX1 for most of our work here. So you can see I'm going to be in his way. Sorry. He's just going to fill up. Spectacular shot of your ear there. Sorry, mate. And remember never to overfill scoop coders. Probably the hardest bit of this job, actually. Get a bit better shot under here. Just wanted to get a kind of continuous video. There's no camera tricks going on. Here are standard operating procedures. Pretty easy. You can see those are full. They're not completely full, but enough to get us started. All right, sorry mate, on you go. Taking a screen. locking it in, presses the button. One of the cool things about this is that you can modify the amount of time it waits there when it's tilted before it starts. As anyone knows, when you're coating a screen and you start to get a bit low on emulsion, you basically tilt it up and you wait longer. And being able to control that, these are big coaters, being able to kind of control the time that it takes before it actually starts running up. Another one going. So he's taken one out, put another one in, presses the button, and then he'll go and actually put that in our dark room, which is through there. And this one's already starting. But as I was saying, being able to control the time that it takes once it's tilted against the screen when the emulsion runs down is quite critical. And you can adjust this so easily because it's got this wonderful little computer. Okay, just thought I'd ask Jacob a bit about the operation of this too, because he's our reclaimer and flumming man. Jacob, before you put that one away, I think I was the person that taught you to use this machine.
Yes.
How long do you think it took to kind of learn it?
Probably 10, 15 minutes.
10 or 15 minutes, and then you were running it on your own?
Yeah.
Yeah. And roughly how many do you think you could get through an hour?
Probably 60.
60?
Yeah.
That's great. All right, thanks very much.
That's all right.
Okay, that's the Adco Teecoat. Check them out. They're down in Melbourne. Very easy to deal with. We had one very easy to fix issue early on with this, just to do with the computer. They just dialed in and controlled it remotely, did a couple of quick changes, but it's done us absolutely fine. We will use anything between 20, maybe even up to 60 screens a day when we're really flying, and obviously reclaiming those and getting these turned around pretty quickly is key for us. I think we only have 180 screens in total. We found that we don't adjust it a huge amount. Once it's locked in, and we just run through and make it happen. Hope that was helpful. Thanks.